my residence, you haven't seen it. Now you are harassing me to produce it. How am I going to get it? So then they said, then they have to proceed. They have to send me to the police station. I said, well, police station is there for us. And I'm a leader. I will not run away from police station, nor hospital, nor my spiritual, leader. So let's go. They took me. I said, I will not sit in my car again. I have to sit on a motorbike. They sent me to the police station. So the commander asked that what is actually the charge they can charge to detain me.
You mean the police commander asked the military?
Yes,
the military.
Definitely. If you are arrested, there should be a charge against you. If you are arrested, there should be a charge against you while you have been arrested. But there's no charge against me. I'm a young, energetic guy roaming about, engaging delegates for my party to actually, be elected as the regional youth organizer of the whole, region. So if this intimidation is coming to me, and you just send me on my movement, you stop my movement and send me to the police station, you should have a basis at which you want me to be detained.
So did the detention happen? Were you put behind bars?
Not at all.
Okay.
The police commander said until he gets the reason why he should detain me, he cannot just detain a young man who is roaming about in his campaign, and you bring him that they should detain him as what? And even added that even if that is the issue, he cannot detain me in Zebula because if he detain me in Zebula, it will disturb public peace. A lot of things will happen. So then, if they will not agree to what he's saying, they should send me to the region. So they said the commander said no, he will not allow them to send me. He will go with me himself to the region. If they want, they can follow up. They followed. Got to the region.
So you were brought to the regional police command?
Yes, please. Yes, right. Please. The crime officer asked of my fault. That they entered my room and then saw some green, attire, which looks like their colors. So,
if you say their colors, is it which colors are you referring to?
The camo colors.
All right, for the military.
That it looks like. Yes. Okay. And the statement was that, look, today, most of the political parties, some political leaders are wearing, a camo-like dresses. That is not original. And likewise, mine wasn't an original camo uniform. So what is it? It's a fashion. A fashion by political leaders. So definitely, because he equally do not know the charge to do against me, to detain me. And finally told me, no, allow the young man go away.
So have yes. So have you? They at least pointed out something, and that is wearing something that is synonymous to their colors. Is it a case where you were asked to return those, or so now that you are now in the known?
I personally packed those allegations. They alleged against me with them. I packed it with them. When I showed it to them, this is what is in my room. This is what is in my room.
Right.
The uniform, this is what is in my room. And I'm using it. This is my color. This is the color I want. I want brown color, green color. That's what I wear. Doesn't necessarily mean it is a military color. And I think when you see the things, it is fashion, completely fashion. It's not an original uniform, what it is wearing. So definitely, there was a charge against me. And I have to be allowed to go and continue my campaign. So yesterday I found myself in Booster North where I promised initially wanted to meet them. So I was there, and I got back today, and I'm preparing today to go and then take my nomination form for my victory ahead on the day.
So what are you now considering? Has the leadership of the party in the region been notified by this?
Oh yes, I think
incident.
When the regional chairman heard of it, he came to the regional police headquarters.
Right.
And also said, you can't just intimidate a young man, push him, harass him, and tell him to go home. We also have an interest so that it will not repeat its kind again to any other party member.
If there is an interest, does it mean that you are considering following up on this particular harassment, alleged harassment?
I'm yet certainly I will. I am a youth leader, and I wouldn't want anything of such to happen to any of you in any day. I have always said, regardless, be it MDC or MPP or CPP or GUM party member, I wouldn't wish to see a youth being harassed in this manner simply because you are going on your normal duty.
Right.
So certainly, I will try to follow up to see how it ends. But trust me, whether you are any political party, Wakiki is the best choice for the youth in the region. And I interact with both political parties. I want to bring all of us together for Victory 2028 for Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia.
Right.
Yes. So
yes, but initially I asked you a question which you slightly declined to answer, and that has to do with where you in your statement said, let me paraphrase that you probably have suspicion that someone is behind this. Is there someone really behind this whole scheme? Do you suspect someone?
I am on a contest. I am on a contest. Probably. There should be somewhere or someone somewhere trying to, distract my attention. Probably.
Right.
There should be somebody somewhere hiding behind somewhere. I am not blaming one particular person, but there should be somebody, an enemy or probably a distractor somewhere to distract me for, carbon my attention, because this is the time for a critical campaign moment.
Okay.
They probably want to distract me from my focus.
Right.
Which I am not bothered. Trust me, as a youth leader, I am not worried of any arrest, provided I haven't stolen.
But this person who gave out your number, did they mention a name? Have you been able to contact this person?
You can't imagine. After they met me, harassed me this way, they picked my phone, deleted all the number. Trust me, they were on max. I could not even see a single face.
Did you report same to the police station that they have tampered with evidence?
Oh, sure. These are legal matters, and I should not comment too much about it. And I am following a procedure to get to the end of it.
That's fine. Wakiki, thank you so much for speaking to us this morning. We appreciate your time.
I want to also remind you, I repeat that today I'll be taking my form at the regional office.
Right. Thank you very much, Wakiki. We wish you the best in your campaigning. So that is Wakiki contesting for the regional youth organizer position for the NPP. Giving us this information about an arrest on him, which he feels violated his rights, and so according to him, he is considering maybe pushing further for an action to be taken against these 7 individuals who he allegedly harassed him. Yes, Moses.
He has the constitutional right to do that because based on the phone call, just come, you harass me, you based on what they allege that I'm having.
Yeah.
You do your search without even having a search warrant and all that, traumatize me, and you just expect me to keep quiet. And even to the point that as a national security paid by our tax, this thing. You shouldn't be covering your face if you know that what you are doing is right. Why should you cover your face? To do what? Why are you trying to hide yourself from? You see, these are some of the things that sometimes when political commentators begin to be tagging or saying certain things against our national security, sometimes I can't say much.
Right.
Because as a personnel, why will you cover yourself to go and arrest somebody? If only you know what you are doing is right, why will you do that? So for him, yes, it needs to actually take the matter to the needed this thing so that they can deal with it. But I don't know, when is the regional executive election?
I think it's somewhere next month.
Next month,
yes.
August. Oh, okay.
So if you go onto our website, the other stories that we have health workers urged to wear name tags and dress professionally. This is a very healthy call. Nurse calls on health workers to reduce phone use while attending to patients. Hey, this matter you
no, but sometimes I'm told by some health professionals that sometimes they use the phones to key in. They have an app that they will use the phone to key in certain things.
Yeah.
So you may see them using the phone. You think that, they are just wasting, or maybe they are doing their personal thing.
Right.
Not knowing that they are keying in some of the things that you have come to do that. So yes.
I agree with you. I know there are some. The other time we had an interaction with the regional director for health, indicated there's a platform where when you have a condition, when they come across a condition which they need the expertise of some of the senior nurses or doctors, then you put it there. So sometimes it's not necessarily that they are, but I think this call is also on the right direction, because if it's just for information, seeking clarity on a condition, that is fine. But we have the point where some of them are glued to some social media sites. They are glued to doing other things with their phone. I've been with the patient overnight at the hospital, and sometimes it's disheartening when you go trying to approach a health worker who is on the phone, and their demeanor towards you when you speak to them, the way they approach your case, it's annoying.
Of course, because
yes,
at that moment,
like can't you see I'm doing something?
Yeah, at that moment,
let me finish with what I'm doing so that I'll come and attend to you.
What you are saying, you are right.
So maybe those are some of the calls that. So it says that according to her, nurses should maintain eye contact with patients during consultation, show empathy, and provide the necessary support throughout their visits to the health. So if I come to you and your reaction,
I don't know whether at their training they do communication skills and
they do. So skills is part of their training.
If they should be able to practice it at their various offices and other stuff.
They should.
Because yes, human beings, when I'm communicating to you and I don't keep that eye contact, it tells that I'm either not listening or I'm not interested in whatever you are saying.
Yeah.
And sometimes it demoralizing you and all that.
We also have the call where they've been called to put on their name tags.
Yeah.
Yes.
They need to, so that if they misbehave, we can easily report them.
So I had this experience where in the hospital, after being in the hospital for a week with a patient, I went back the following week for a particular document from the hospital. And I met one doctor and we're interacting. So in my conversation, he asked, he was wondering, so which doctor attended to you last week? Then I mentioned the doctor's name. Then I said, but he was also relieved by, and I mentioned another doctor's name. Then he looked at me closely and asked, how do you know their names? I said, I make it a responsibility to know their names. They may not mention their names to you. They may not have name tags, but it is important to ask for the name of the nurse or the doctor that is attending to your patient or to attending to you. One, it allows you to bond. when I mention your name and I'm having interaction with you, the feeling is different from when I don't mention your name and I'm having the engagement with you. So that the name, knowing the name of the person kind of builds a familiarity. Sometimes you are stopped by police on the way and you mention the name of the police, and they sometimes even forget they have their names written on their shirts. So it's a very loud call.
Yeah, it is.
I support it. And I know nurses have name tags.
Sure.
They should put it on so that your clients can address you by name rather than mistaking you a nurse for a doctor. In some of our cases,
anyway, yesterday we spoke about the November getting the new DVLA office, and exciting. Now that if you are registering your vehicle NV. Or motorbike there, you get an NV number plate, not the other one.
It's good. It's good.
Something.
It's
but
good.
I've been monitoring social media, especially Facebook, where some residents are trying to kind of not entirely happy, but saying that it's not something they should make news out of it, and I'm finding it very difficult to understand.
Well, there'll always be naysayers. There'll always be naysayers in all this. People will not understand,
and that
why
is bad.
Certain things
when something happens, when something good is happening, irrespective of how it is, we have to praise it. We have to give that credit to whoever have run around to make that. So
the thing is that it reduces the pressure on the ball.
They used not even the pressure. They used to be inside a container.
Yeah, makeshift. That's a makeshift structure.
A very terrible one. A container. You can imagine the hot season. Imagine how staff there will be struggling. Sure. A small container, right? And now they have been able to get an office space equipped with all the modern what do you call it? And you people will not see.
It's good. It serves. So from the Bulsa South District, from the Bulsa North Municipality, the Kasina Nankana West, and then the Kasina Nankana, the
Kasina Nankana West, Kasina Nankana Municipal, and we have the Kasina Nankana West District.
Right. So these 4 districts are now going to receive the services. Right there. So even if you buy a motorbike from Bolga, and you find that there's so much pressure here, you can just go over there and then you get your registration done. For me, it relieves the stress and also creates room for job opportunity. So yes,
give credit when credit is due.
Sure, definitely. And also we have NPP's Moses Amwa criticizing Dennis Miracle Abwaje's airport arrest by Iyoko. We also have other stories. Every decision we make today shapes our opportunities for tomorrow. This is the CEO for Charger Youth, CEO for Today Youth. And also yesterday there were some stories we couldn't attend to that has to do with tourism, where Baga Youth Movement has called for museum at the Pikoro slave camp to preserve the history. Also, they call for significant investment. The youth leader calls for significant investment to make Feed Ghana initiative work. Very powerful. Yesterday at the training we attended at the Ghana's. When we ended, I was having an interaction with Professor Eliasu about the challenges we have. Writing our own stories and allowing the narrative of ourselves to be written. And the thing about Northern history is something we all bear strong passion for. And we are hoping and looking for opportunities to write our own stories and document them in our own way, so that the story can sell very well. Surprisingly, Moses, I don't know if you remember growing up, the social studies lessons, the history lesson you had, if you ever heard the name Pikoro.
Nope.
In any of those history books.
No.
Why? And that is because deliberately the narrative was skewed towards a certain space, blacking out the real stories of the North. I think we have a long way to go.
We have
a very long
no one
way
will
to
come
go.
and write our story for us.
We have to write our own
we
stories.
ourselves, we don't sit up
right
to do what is right, do research. I often say that if you are to do a research, whether in academia or whatever, center within the North, identify particular areas of interest
so that
and work on them. Yes. You are documenting them, you are exposing such area topic to the bigger public so that they will get to understand that, okay, this is what is happening and all that. We keep on just doing things. We have a lot to do. And as media personnel, I often say that we have the bigger portion to work on certain things.
We do have a bigger role to play in all this. So we'll go for this morning's announcement and to continue conversation here in studio. So don't go anywhere. Keep your dials locked on 101 here on it.
Hey, Nanti Musta be a Abba from Nana. And I want Nanti and watch you see sugar. So wouldn't me Yari and Namidi Pediamua and can we want Yami rough for cry? Oh, sorry, you're ready and fancy nipa. Meaning, and it's me Yari and Cassa. Oh, Kakra Nancy Acheme, Machinka say after Mubu. I they wouldn't need Lawson, Herba Mixer of you. Lawson Herba Mister. And your word to my pa. If we say, Semi Malaria Nick Pamela. I can just say, and Lawson Herba Mixer, so Edison Kunimu. When I'm yapa, we born with your Umiano crowd one teshe, and so a children, Nayan ya afe malaria, cocoa, and for Chicoman who waposita ya. Again, I don't mean to touch me pa, Nasa dear, and me could to down who be sad. And Miss Bancha Mumua. Lawson Herba Mixer, I bet in the time I want to cry. And yes, a Lawson Herba Mixer, Mamma Hotomedia. That was no way, and yes, you can't have never done. Oh, that is in kind. No.